Nah, bro, this is a vape pen, fam. We're not. I mean, technically, we could on here, but again, if I'm doing stuff like conversations, debates, podcasts, I'd like to not be inebriated in any way, shape, or form. I like to have like in-depth conversations.
Not him catching you like this.
Hey,
this is how we start this shit up. I randomly come in and catch y'all ass off guard every fucking time. Every time. This is how this works. All right, you ready? Cool.
No.
Well, shit. I'm not good at intros, but welcome in everybody. Welcome back to TUS Podcast. We are here with my boy Two-Ton. He's right here. Actually, he's right here on.
Oh wait, hold on.
Right here.
He's right here.
There you go. There you go, Kay. There you go, Kay. He's right here. There you go.
Right there.
There you are. All right.
Wow. All right. Cool.
But yeah,
I just want y'all to know. Everybody pointed away from me on my screen.
Oh, sorry. Over this way.
This way. Yeah. There you go.
Everybody's pointing away from me on my screen. It was great.
But this is technically episode 1. The last episode was me, Shion, and Kate. It was the introduction of us explaining who we are and why we made TUS. For anybody who's new, the reason we made TUS, first off, it means take us seriously if you didn't know that. But we made this to give content creators of all types a platform to actually express themselves however they want to, because most times you can't really say what you want to say on your own content, especially like sex workers. They can't say certain shit because people are there for their bodies, and then you have people who are artists. They really don't have a voice because people are there for their drawings. Then streamers, there's certain shit you can't say because So, legit made this podcast for everybody to have a voice and speak on things that they usually don't speak on. Like if it's, we try not to touch on politics, but if it's something very, very heavy, then we'll touch on it. Or daily stuff or like social media and stuff like that, and all that good jazz. And we also like to give their community a chance to actually get to know them a little bit better. And for any other communities that want to get to know who the person that we have on, so it's basically a whole circle, trying to make a big circle, get everybody to know everybody, have everybody a family. That's basically what this is about. But Two-Ton, hello, welcome to the first episode of TUS. You are officially our first ever guest. How you feel?
Hi.
Pretty good, actually, man. I'm honored, yo. Like, I always wanted to kind of do a podcast. I've never really gotten a chance to sit down and do an actual podcast setting. But I appreciate y'all having me, man. Like, if I could be on any podcast, especially on Twitch, this is a good starter. I appreciate that.
Bet. Are you giving us a hug? What are you doing?
I'm fixing my. I ain't that nice. Put y'all damn hands down. No.
Damn, that's crazy.
Damn, I was about to give you like the good.
All right, Kay, I'm just playing. Come here. Bring it in. Come on.
Nope.
No, that's I call bull. I
would like to quickly hit everybody up. I'd like to quickly hit everybody up with the quote of the week. You know what I'm saying? And that quote of the week is, "You cannot and will not be the same person you were yesterday."
Facts.
Agreed.
Factual.
That shit just hit me in the middle of me working. I was like, nah, it's like legitimately impossible.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's
the same.
That's true. Everything changes. Like your skin, your hair, like all of that. For sure. You're never the same person you were yesterday.
Two-Ton, what made you start streaming?
Honestly, streaming for me became a secondary outlet. Like, it was something that branched off from me doing artwork. Because first and foremost, again, a little bit of a shameless plug, so sorry about that, but I started off as an artist, but I've always been a nerd. I've always loved anime tats, you know what I'm saying? But this became a way to share another side of myself that wasn't necessarily connected to art. I have a lot of like weird energy. Y'all know, all of y'all have seen me. I have a lot of my own weird energy. The people who know me in my chat, who know me in person, can vouch. This is just who I am, and this is how I normally operate. And I wanted to share that and build a community of other talents and other just great minds of doing things, and other ways to network. So a little bit of business, a little bit of getting that pent up craziness out when I'm not adulting. You know what I'm saying? I should have kept the alcohol on for this one. I forgot about this. Y'all was gonna be asking me questions.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Like I told you, you are our guest, so the spotlight is technically on you, my guy.
Literally.
That's why you made me that Titan ass size in the poster that you made. Did y'all see that, by the way?
I love that poster. That
poster is awesome,
bro. Hey, look, it looks great, but bro had me a whole ass colossal Titan in that poster, bro.
Top tier. Top tier.
The 2-time.
Yeah, hit me.
What was your first job?
Ooh. All right, I have a 2-part answer for that. You mean just first ever job, or just like first what we call the big boy job?
Damn, now he's switching it up. Uno reverse.
Yeah.
I need to know what your first ever job was. That's what I want.
All right, first ever job was like every average teenager's like regular job. I worked at fucking Burger King, and this is when like minimum wage was like $6-7 an hour in Georgia, for the record, in Georgia.
Yeah, that hurts your chest right now.
Yeah, bro.
Like, oof.
Making
we were
fries.
like, we're making money.
Right.
We're making money.
Making bread. I wasn't making shit.
Literally.
But you know, that was my first ever like just all out job. I made it up as far as like shift leader to that one. I don't think I was gonna stay long enough to be a manager. It wouldn't happen.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Wholeheartedly.
What was the first big boy job then?
First big boy job, which also doubles as my favorite job to this day, was when I moved to Jacksonville, and I worked as a cargo agent, or what they labeled as a cargo agent for Delta. This was before Delta bought fucking everything up, before they bought up Southwest and everything. They had a freight station called Delta Air Logistics. I think that's still what it's called to this day, in all honesty. They worked out the back of the airport. There were me and 3 other dudes, and of course I was bottom of the totem pole. That's when I started making like big boy money. I got to fly out to Atlanta for the week, paid by the company. Ooh. They trained me to be a certified Delta agent. They trained me how to do like the computer system, the labeling system, how to properly handle certain shipments, because we handled everything from dry ice to dead bodies. Yes, I said dead bodies. Fun fact, in case y'all don't know, yeah, they will ship your dead ass on a plane.
That's crazy, but it makes sense.
Yeah, they will put your ass at the bottom of the plane like luggage. That will happen.
That's what?
Oh yes, sir.
Not you coming home and smelling
a bit
rotten.
Put me in first class. Put my dead body in first class. Fuck you mean?
First class.
My hand and the deuces up.
Not the weekends at Bernie's type of ordeal.
If first class is putting your ass at the nose of the plane, then don't worry, you got that. But that's where you went. But yeah, that was my first big boy job, and the reason I say that was also my favorite job was because that was the first time that I got to actually experience company benefits, and to me, company benefits that were worth it. You got your standard medical, dental, vision. You got your vacation days as you worked. They made you, well, because we weren't contracted anymore, we got to be certified Delta employees, which meant my $12-13 an hour went up to 20. That was my first experience with like, yeah. And bro, this was like early 2000s, making $20 an hour. Shit was sweet. Like, it was nice. On top of that, vacation and everything else, we got what we call the flyby access or standby access. So if any of you guys ever taken a flight anywhere and you miss a plane or you miss your flight, it gets canceled, scheduled, rescheduled, whatever, they'll give you what they call a standby, and they'll put you on another plane that's leaving out of the airport that day if you don't want to wait. The Delta employees at the time had that at all times. We didn't have to pay for them. We just went to the site that they had for us, and as long as there was open seats, we could go. This is where I lost my damn mind, because I went everywhere. And I do mean everywhere. I used to just do like 10, 12-hour shifts, work like my 40 plus hours, take 2-3 days off, Chicago, come back, do it again, New York, come back, do it again, Canada. And it worked anywhere that Delta flew. So if they had a plane that went there, you could go. So yeah, that was definitely one of my favorite jobs to have.
I'm dope as fuck.
I might have to go work for Delta.
Like, hello?
Listen, they changed a lot of stuff, which is why I ended up leaving. But at the time that I was working there, it was sweet. Yeah, it was litty.
Well, god dang. Like,
god dang. I talk about taking like day trips to Japan and shit. That's crazy.
Weekend trips, bro. I used to run those warehouses by myself, so they used to give us like. We used to operate forklifts, so that's pretty much what it was for the freight agent. We weren't the guys who loaded the plane up at the bottom. We were the guy who dealt with all the freight. So I had to ship. I did everything from contact lenses to alligators, like pets. People who were dog breeders would ship dogs on the bottom of the plane all the time, and so we would have to operate that warehouse, organize it, get it ready from flight to flight, wrap everything up that needed to be wrapped, label it, put stickers on it, print them out. Deal with we dealt with military. We would have a military truck pop up. Back up to our dock, and I would have to go out there after paperwork, offload the dock. We would take off giant canisters. Like, you ever see those big CO2 tanks? Like, not CO2 tanks, but those big like O2 tanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, the military uses a grip of those all the time. We used to send those off, put them on the bottom of planes. We put a lot of shit at the bottom of a plane. There's a lot. Alligators. Whole ass alligators who would snap at you when you walked by the crate.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah, bro. They didn't play. They didn't play at all.
If your younger self came into your chat, and asked you advice about starting to stream and like content creation, what would you say to them?
Ooh, that's a bit worded differently than how most people ask me, because they were, what message would you give to your younger self? Like, motherfucker, I got 15 years of life on me. That's a whole lot. Streaming wise, I would tell my younger self to do it a lot earlier. Knowing what I know now about the internet and how the internet became what the internet is today, I would have definitely been. You ever see those Gen Z kids who are just all over TikTok, all over YouTube, making dumb money? Mm-hmm. It sounds arrogant to say, but I feel like I could have been one of those kids if I had done this a lot earlier.
Yes, no, I agree with you.
I agree.
100%.
I fucking agree. It's like, I feel like it's more so they just have
time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. They have time. They don't have like the extra like responsibilities. Like they just they have mommy and daddy or grandpa and grandma, or they just have someone to be like, oh, I can just go out and just do this and see what happens. You know, take an hour or so out of the day to just make content.
Oh, for sure. And there was a certain part of my life where it wasn't quite as easy. Depending on how deep y'all want to go into that, I may not do that on stream. But there was a larger part of my life, like everyone else. I had the Nintendo Game Boys and the fucking like that ugly ass worm light on them 2 struggling AA batteries. Like, bro, if I had known with the artwork and stuff that I was doing, like I had a lot more time and I was a lot bigger into art back then. I could have definitely been much more known now if I had gotten it done earlier. So I would have definitely told my younger self to do it ASAP. Like,
to bounce off that, like, with me, if I would have kept going when I actually first started streaming, 9 out of 10, let's be real, I probably wouldn't be here with y'all right now if I would have started back when I did start. Because 9 out of 10, I'll probably be like big, had been partnered and all that good jazz. Because when I started, when I was streaming from my PlayStation, it was like 2015, 2016, around that time. So from there to now, I'll probably been up there with Markiplier, Berlizzi, and all of them right now if I would have started back then.
Yeah.
Right. Although, keep in mind though, if a lot of us had done this earlier, we might have still run into each other. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's
true. No, you're not wrong.
RDC World type shit. You know what I mean? Like, that would have been cool as fuck. But I definitely would have had a different circle.
Yeah. Comfort game. What is your comfort game? Like when you like stressed out or you just need to like wind down, shit like that. Or what is a comfort game that you usually play?
Ooh. Now that's a good question, but it does have a couple of answers because it depends on what kind of day I've had. If it's a day where I just want to like unwind and relax, it's usually gonna be like some style of adventure game. Like my go-to right now, because I do change, is Grounded. So when I'm not doing all my other stuff and I'm just I will put endless hours into stuff like Grounded, or before Grounded was Monster Hunter. So Monster Hunter Worlds is still my favorite. I have put well over 1,000 hours into it. Both of those titles, actually. So games like that where you can grind stuff out, build stuff up, make certain weapons. Like I like those kind of games. Survivor games like Grounded. I don't really count Grounded as a survivor game. It's more of like an adventure survivor with survivor aspects to it.
Yeah.
So games like that. So if it's just a chill day, something like that. If I had kind of a shit day, it might be something like Fighters. So somebody can catch the fade. It just depends on like how bad the day was.
Got you. Yeah, I feel that. Cause I know like last week we was talking about it. I know for Kay it's The Sims. Cause she like to fuck shit up.
I like to cause chaos or make babies or break people's relationships.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm toxic on there, not gonna lie.
As hell. As hell.
Or make prostitutes.
People's relationships.
What? Yeah, I told y'all those mods be going crazy. I told you I can snatch some bitches' weave out.
Hey,
I can make a whole little Chucky running around just killing people. I told you can have gangs in there. You can have a whole katana and start slicing people up if you wanted to.
She out here building Chicago feudal era and shit.
Literally. Literally. Run up, get done up.
First off, I just like how she disappeared and
he just
like
and popped back
right.
up.
And then abracadabra back in the screen.
Magic trick.
My camera was just like, nah, bro, you're good. I know you're trying to stand up right now, but that's not happening.
It's crazy.
Gotta fix it real quick.
So for everybody who watched this on YouTube, we do have after parties after the podcast end on y'all end. So if you ever want to be part of, like, if you don't want to see, like, you want to see everything, you don't want to see any jump cuts or anything like that, and you want to see like the shit that, like, the tomfoolery fuckery shit that we do after the podcast is over with, then you have to be here. I will say I have solidified our name on Twitch already. I'm gonna get some of that stuff built up, but we're probably not gonna like get there on there until like a certain milestone happens. Then I don't want the podcast to be on my channel for too long, and I want us to have our own little section, because again, like, this is just not mine. This is us threes. This is our stuff. This is me, Shion, and Case. Like, baby, this is ours. Yes, I thought about it, but it's just ours. Morning routine. What you usually do for your morning routine?
Listen, like, look, wake up. Okay, I do have a morning routine, but that was back when I was in Arizona. So my morning routine started off with light stretches, coffee, and I call it breakfast, but it usually wasn't breakfast. At best, like, the most that I would eat were like egg whites and a bagel. It wasn't super crazy. But like at least 30-40 minutes of stretching when I first woke up. Sat down, had my if anything, mostly just coffee, because I'm not big on eating in the morning. My body's weird. It just doesn't like it. But if I'm hungry, it'll be like egg whites, bagel, with my coffee. And I usually look up like art stuff, watch a couple of videos to kind of like learn, because as an artist, again, that's my primary thing. I am always looking for other ways to learn. I've been drawing since I was a teenager, but I don't believe that you will ever stop learning new techniques, especially going over to digital. That's about an hour and a half before my work starts, and then I would go into work. That's when I was going in at like 10 a.m. Now I just wake up and drink coffee and hope I don't choke anybody out.
Yeah, I got a question too, Tom.
What's good?
You ever been flown out before?
Actually, no. You know what I'm saying? Where we going?
I feel like he'll know the full definition of that meaning.
Y'all laughing, but listen, look, I gotta do the flued out. You know what I'm saying? It'd be nice to get flued out for a change. Where we going, bro? Hold on.
He's like, I'm about to get my back.
I'm not offering. I was just asking if you.
I will be red tea.
Nah, honestly, I've never been flown anywhere. I assume you mean that in a what's the way that they use this word today? Situationship kind of setting.
100%.
Yeah, that's what I figured. The short answer is like most of us know. So all you lucky guys out there, I just want y'all to know, if y'all getting flued out, keep that shit to yourself because I'm gonna be salty. I've never done that shit.
I would love to get flown out just like for the one time, just for the experience.
Right, exactly.
One time.
For the one time, bro.
Get flown out, then get slutted out, and get sit back home. I love that.
I'm saying, she'd be like, all right. Takes a towel, starts wiping down. I'm like, all right, cool. Your Uber's outside. I'm like,
damn.
I ain't gonna hold you. Right, yo, I wouldn't even be mad. I'm like, you know what? Hey, it was fun. I'll let you. I'll let you know when I get home. I'm gone. What you mean? Now wait, looping business wise. Sorry about that. 'Cause I know you guys want to like leave questions for later. But business wise, since it's on topic, I have flown out places business wise. Yes.
Okay.
I'm saying business wise, I haven't been flown out. I've been drove out. Business wise.
You can put that ass on a bus.
Yeah, have you ever been drove out then? You know what I'm saying? I'll give you gas money.
I've had that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gas money. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay. Shit.
I don't call
get
it
a little text,
out,
be like, "What you doing?" Like nothing. Hey, you trying to?
I call that a road trip.
Road trip.
Be there in 20.
Road trip.
I'm like, shit. Shit. Let me get ready.
Let me come scoop you up, dick you down, and take you back home real quick.
There you go.
Right.
Lord, don't spit. Wait.
Don't do that. I don't do that. I don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh.
You heard what she said.
You heard her. Y'all heard it here first.
On that note,
she's not a quitter.
On that note,
she's not a quitter.
God, if you she's gone.
Lord, she done messed up the overlay. Lord, no,
she gone.
Hit him with the. I'm gonna go ahead and leave.
Time to walk on out.
You know what? Hold on. This is a great segue. Since we are already on like somewhat on this topic, this is. I think we touched on this on the last podcast, but we're gonna talk about this again.
I'm gonna eat water for this, ain't I? I'm gonna need to get me a drink. Goddamn.
Do body counts matter?
No, you don't have to tell me.
Ooh.
Like what Jesse Reyes says, I don't need to know about your body count. As long as you good, you clean, it's fine. I don't care if you slept with 200 people. I don't care. What's that got to do with me?
Facts. No, I agree. Well, okay.
But see now, dudes be it seems like it's a whole different spectrum there because
you right.
When females have higher body counts, they're like, man,
they were like,
no, you a hoe and shit.
Exactly.
Like, you cat too wide for me. And
for me, if a woman has a high body count, come here. That means you experience. That means you finna throw that ass. Right.
I'm excited.
That's what I was about to get on. Listen, I'm
gonna let you hold this slide, grab a drink.
I do not care about the body count when it comes to me having a relationship with you. I care about the body count when we sleep together and you're trash.
Yeah.
If you have a high body count, but you trash, something's not adding up.
Somebody added up. What's going on here?
Math ain't math.
Why you in the 50s? Why you in the 50s?
Calculus is not calculating correctly.
Like, why you in the 50s and you don't know how to grip the thing? Come on.
What's happening?
Why are you running?
Let me talk to these previous bodies you've had because, baby,
how you in the high digits and you running? Come on now.
Why are you afraid of this?
I gotta go in a slightly opposite answer.
Oh Lord, here's controversial.
You already know. I told you from the beginning I was gonna be that dude.
He was gonna be it.
I had to put on that mantle. I'm sorry. It ain't gonna be grimy, but yeah. The long story short, it does. It does matter. Like Kay said, dudes. yes, we're all humans, but we got to remember one big factor. We are not wired the same for the most part. There's exceptions to every rule, but my life rule is always the exception to the rule. Does not disprove said rule. It does enforce it. For the most part, guys are wired differently. When it comes to a relationship, hear me out. I know it's unfair. It's not fair in the, I guess, topic of conversation. But and like most guys, who you've been around with does matter because your partner is always a reflection of you. And the unfortunate truth is, when it comes to ladies, it's a lot easier for ladies to get it than it is for dudes. So while it's unfair, it's because dudes technically do have to work a bit harder for it. I'm not saying that that's necessarily right or wrong, but that is the truth of things. So when it comes to me dating you being a reflection of who I am, I don't need half the neighborhood to have been in between your pants. In terms of experience, I don't need you to be the Virgin Mary, but you also don't need 22 dicks. You can learn what you need to learn before hitting a double digit or high double digit, like 20s and 30s. You can learn plenty of shit well before that. Girls experiment with their bodies a lot more nowadays. They watch porn just like guys watch porn. There's a lot of other ways to get experience without sleeping with a bunch of other people.
That part.
Okay. Okay.
There it is.
All right.
Now, if we having fun, you could have slept with the whole city as long as you don't give me whatever else the city got. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
But if we
this is not trick or treat. I do not want no treats.
Right. I don't
want no treats.
I do not fuck with the law of surprise. I am not the Witcher. Please do not give me nothing that I ain't asked for.
That part.
Well, still on this topic. Answer if you want to. I don't care. I'll answer the question, but answer if you want to. What is your body count?
I am gonna skip that. one. I am gonna skip that one.
I ain't got no shame in my game. Mine's in the high 50s.
That's part of the reason I was gonna skip that one. I spent a lot of time in Miami. I'm gonna skip that bad.
Okay.
Miami
ain't no joke. Okay.
I'm gonna skip that one, bro. I tell you what, that'll be an after stream conversation. I am
a virgin. I am a virgin. So I've never had teen inside. Okay. Cracking the fuck up. He's just
editor kill him. Zoom in on my face because excuse me.
Bruh.
What?
I'm just a freak, by words. What are you guys talking about?
Zoom.
What are you guys talking about?
I know y'all can't hear my soundboard. A virgin would experience. Get out of here. Get out of here, Ginger. Get out of here, Ginger. Get out.
Make it make sense.
Hold on.
Listen, I
ain't gonna cap.
I've had someone that was in damn near hundreds, and I was like, okay, what you doing? But the thing is with that high body count, it's because I had experience with. I'm not saying I'm at the high 150 plus. I'm probably at I think I'm at 12 or 13.
Shout out to you for being up front with it.
And that's because I go to parties. Now, I haven't been to any parties lately, so it probably could have been higher. But with the person that I was fooling around with, the reason why his body count was so high is because he did parties. And I was like, so you're just having fun.
Miami.
New York got them parties too, baby.
Oh, listen, basement parties in New York were litty. What you mean? You would go to that party Thursday night, you would not go home till Monday morning.
I'm saying I missed that life.
Bro, that was a
casino.
job.
It's casino. You ain't seeing no clocks. It's dark. Nothing. You just vibing out. Time where?
You know what I loved about that though? It wasn't just so much that the people in the neighborhoods were active. The city of New York was active, or should I say cities, aka the boroughs, if you are in or from New York. You could leave somebody's house at 4:00 in the morning, Saturday, plan to come back, of course, go out to the gas station, get you your bagel, get you a fucking burger, get you a sub, slice of pizza. They were open almost 24/7. Go right to the house, shower, come right back to the party. That's how they operated all the time.
This is what I'm going to say about this. Don't we know about sex and oral sex Don't we know about this? Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you not consider that as part of a body?
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
What do you mean?
If it ain't insertion, it don't count.
What do you mean?
If
Yes,
it's
it
not
does.
A penetration
No.
is counting?
If it ain't
It
insertion,
counts.
it don't count.
So you're still penetrating a hole.
Right. It's still a
So it's
sexual
Still
act.
coming to completion.
So you're just talking about just a sexual act in itself, not the act of sex. There is a difference.
Yes, there is a difference. Yes, there is a difference. I'm stating as the actual act of the.
Okay.
See, hold on, because now I got it. Now I got to take a step back. Hold
No,
on.
because if
Hold
we're
on, because
applying
after
that, then
really-
I'm in the hundreds.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Wait,
I'm talking too much. No, continue on. No, what you saying?
Okay, so-
okay, wait.
So, go ahead.
No, you go. What do you mean?
So, right, I thought you had a point.
You had
Penis and hole equals act, right? No? Yeah. Is that what we're saying? Penis and hole equals the act, right? Is that what we're saying? Or are we just saying any sexual escapade?
No, anything sexual, like when let's say penetration of the genitalia, the mouth, hand jobs, tit jobs.
I just feel like if you're coming to completion,
yeah,
considered having you have a body.
Oh, so then you should add a 1 to that. No.
Right, I'm just saying. So, like, to me, that just rings differently to me. So, for me, when someone goes, "How many bodies do you have?" I'm thinking the act of sex, not a sexual act. Because, like, to me, a sexual act is me by myself and a couple of tissues. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a sexual act if you want to get real about it.
Okay.
But that's not the same as a body.
That's understandable. Yes. So, as a body with a person or persons, how many bodies do you have? Not solo. Just because when I think of that, I'm thinking like bodies meaning it. Listen, you're coming to completion, period. Okay. Best believe it. Okay. That's considered a body for me.
Okay, so for you, the completion of is considered a body.
Yes.
Just to make sure I'm understanding.
Because your eyes roll backward as a ding, and it adds to the counter, is what you're saying.
Like for me,
and you are saying, yes, completion.
For me, that's a whole other number.
Finish him.
No,
done.
Damn. Okay. But yeah, if we're talking bodies, like that definitely changes the number. Because again, when y'all said bodies, I'm thinking the act of sex. But yeah, Lupin, exactly that. Like there is a difference. It's, to me, at least, I can't speak for everyone because I can't make everyone think the way I think. But there is a difference between a sexual act and the act of sex. That's what I count as a body. Because like people start doing sexual shit in high school. Like that's, bro, if that's the case, people start racking up bodies real early in life.
Real early.
I mean, even earlier now.
Yeah, crazy. Actually, you know what? I'll give Gen Z some more credit because I like looking up stats on shit. They are actually having less and less sex.
But I feel like the reason why they're doing that is what they're out here trying to make their own money and doing other stuff.
Because they're more. A lot of them are more focused on busy money and other stuff. Now, don't get me wrong; they still getting down, but they're not as much as it was like when millennials grew up, for example.
Yeah, I feel like it was like we were bored, but like it was a hobby of a sort. Does that?
No, that makes sense.
Everyone was doing it.
It makes sense.
Might as well. Like
look at it as like a way of life. You know what I'm saying? Considering like the way millennials had to grow up, because let's be real, millennials, we got royally fucked. But it was just like a way of life for us. It was like the next step because most people would, find a job, start learning about that job. Before millennials, they had the Gen X's and baby boomers, and they got to go to factories and learn a trade. We didn't get that. You know what I'm saying? We got out of high school in a recession, 3 fucking pandemics, another recession. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. We didn't get that. So for us, it was just the next step of life where we didn't really get to venture out to our financial growth, and we had the people who were around us. So
we had to look inward as well.
Yeah, we formed our families and we got on with life. Out pops Gen Z.
Red flags. What are y'all red flags? What's everybody red flags in here?
I love this one.
You can say 1, you can say 3 of them, you can say 5. Just don't go past 6.
I'm not gonna go that far. That's just way too much. At that point, you're targeting somebody. Yeah, at that point, it's personal. Yeah. Especially dating now. I'm gonna try to keep it relevant. Dating nowadays.
Please keep it relevant. Yeah.
Any woman that uses the word "ick," you're out.
Explain that.
Explain that.
Have y'all? Are you guys familiar with the term "ick"?
No.
I just think of Icky Vicky, to be honest.
Right.
So it's definitely a newer age thing. But like anytime they see a guy, it's usually used against a guy. I'm not gonna say it doesn't, but again, exception. General.
Call this old low key.
Damn.
Pretty much. It's okay.
I'm older than y'all. What you mean? All right, we're not going there. But especially in today's dating market, they'll see a guy doing something, and it can be literally anything. Like almost anything. That's how bad it's gotten. Oh, this guy, had to take his glasses off, and the way he pulled his thing out of his pocket gave me an ick. If you use the word, oh yeah, just Google the word ick and watch the videos that pop up, and you'll see why I hate it. Any woman that uses the word ick, you're out immediately.
I feel like you childish then at this time.
Absolutely, yeah. If you say, oh, this gave me an ick, or if I see you online, oh, this is an ick, out.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
Like I've never heard of it. So hey, that's like when what's his name? Tay Diggs was reading that thing, and this girl was like, "Oh my God, Tay Diggs makes my bussy go crazy," and he's like, "I don't know who bussy is." Oh no, it was like make my bussy sing first soprano. And he's like, I don't know who bussy is, but make sure you open up your diaphragm so you can hit that first soprano. I was like, child, please somebody tell him what he means. Child, please tell him what that means, because baby out here just thinking it's a whole person.
I love how she's saying bussy.
Right.
Listen. Would you like the proper pronunciation?
Boosie? Is it Boosie?
It's bussy.
Is it
bussy?
Yeah.
Bussy.
Yes.
Ooh, I feel like I'm getting real. Ooh.
Yeah, you supposed to. Yeah, you right on the edge with that word. That's what the point of it is.
But it's like, dang, it's giving my East Coast come out real quick. Hold on. Bussy.
Okay. Bussy.
You never get hit on by a stud. She'd be like, "Hey, boy, come over here and let me get that bussy."
Come here.
Wait a minute, man.
Come here.
Hey, I ain't gonna hold you. If a stud came to me and said that shit, I'll fall on the floor weak.
I was like, you know what? That's never happened to me. That's what would happen.
I wouldn't be mad. I'd just be weak as shit. They'd be like, "What's wrong with you?" Like what you just said was fucking hilarious.
Be like, no, I'm for real though, boy. Like I'm for real though, cuz. Like, let me come over here. Let me see that bussy real quick.
I would laugh and then look for an immediate officer.
Police! Help! Police!
Help! You have violated the law.
What's wrong? What's wrong, sir? She wants my pussy!
You're gonna have that one officer. You're gonna have that
guard.
You're gonna have that one officer who's gonna be like, "I'll go to smash."
No, sir.
Hey, yo.
He's fixing his belt. You know what I'm saying?
Right, like, so what's
you leave my manhole alone.
What's the problem?
I don't see a problem here, sir.
I don't see what the issue is. Why'd you call me? Ever get that cop hit you with the Shaq voice? I don't see the issue.
No problem here. No problem here.
I'm not seeing an issue.
Continue about your day.
Closes his eyes in deep meditation. I'm not seeing an issue.
This is not my problem.
Not my problem. Sounds like a good time. Not my problem.
This is not my department. This is well above my pay grade. You have a nice day.
Literally. Slowly back up. Have a good day. 10-4. Got it. I'm on my way.
Christy said, "My husband is like, what the hell are you listening to? It's the TUS podcast, you know. We over here chilling, shooting the shit, you know. We got my boy Tuton. He's the first ever guest here. Killings put an applause noise right here.
Oh wait,
because I ain't got one right now on my.
I wish you could hear me because I would have played it for you.
Oh,
y'all are not pointing at him on my stream.
They're really not.
Stream.
That's what I was doing too.
Yeah. Wait. Okay, almost. Wait, where am I at? on the stream for you. Okay, is that where I am?
You're right there.
Okay,
I need to just point next to Zion then.
I'll say two-time where Zion at is where you at on my stream.
Damn it.
See, we should have thought about this. We should have thought about this. We didn't think that part through. We fucked up.
I didn't think this fully through. But we're here. We ball. We go for it.
Yeah, fuck it.
Discord, I need you to be able to allow us to switch panels around.
That would be great, actually, if y'all could, and not put that shit in Nitro, because y'all gonna piss somebody
else. Don't put that shit in Nitro.
Don't do that. That should be automatic.
Please.
Don't do that, please.
Using your services if you put it in Nitro.
Yes, sir.
I'm not afraid.
I'm not afraid.
Actually, hold on. I think I can actually.
Can you do it? You're down.
Can you?
I think I can without really fucking anything up for real, low key.
Hey, shit, hit it.
Hold on, give me a second. Quick intermission.
Oh.
Nope.
All right, there we go. I know people on YouTube like, what the fuck just happened? Look, people on YouTube, we just switched.
I was like, you said the other way.
Okay. Don't think too much of it.
Yes.
Just
yeah. All right. There we go.
You gonna snap cut and this is everybody gonna be fixed at random one.
Watch it be like the two people be like, you guys just see that? Do you see that magic trick that they
right?
No, I think the way I'm gonna do it, how I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna like make it won't be a whole jump cut. It's gonna be like pop, 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 and then it's like, there we go.
All right, that works.
Hey, go ahead with the edits.
Right.
Gonna be on Discord Nitro Triple Plus feature. Look, Goldie. Hell no.
Hey, not Goldie. Hey, please, because they'll do that shit.
Joining.
Stop trying to charge me extra money for this.
I'm gonna do that gif like Viola Davis did. Get the purse.
I'm so weak. All right. So, anywho, Two-Tone, you got any more red flags besides the ick thing?
I'm still stuck on that. That's crazy.
I do, but I would like to open the floor up to the other co-host.
No, continue, and we go in a line.
We'll go.
We'll go in a circle. Like after you, we'll go K, then Shion, then me.
Damn. Okay. So definitely the ick thing. You know what's crazy is I had two more. Just give me a second. Hold on. Let my brain reboot. Oh. Okay. Got it. This was actually one that I talked with you guys about 2 weeks ago. I don't remember the way I worded it, but it was the one where Kay had the floor. A red flag for me is also depending on how you think of the first date. You remember. More accurately, when I say that is, I'm about to say that right so it doesn't come off kind of crazy. The best way to put it is how you respect the first date and what you're willing to actually do on the first date versus saying it. So to go into context on that, because when I say do on the first date, I don't mean nothing crazy. Let's paying, for example. We live in a society nowadays where, and we should have this, but we talk a lot about equality. But when it comes to the dating world, I will hold you to that. That is a standard that I don't see a lot of, I will say women because I don't date men. I don't see a lot of women hold up to that. We say equality, you got it. We say make sure shit gets equal, you got it. But when it comes down to that first date, there's still too many expectations of traditional. A red flag for me is not knowing which kind of woman you are. If you want to be a traditional woman, I got you. I ain't mad at that. You want me to pay? Cool. But if you tell me you a modern day woman, you bought your bag and you bought everything else, you better be okay with pulling out a wallet for that half or be nice enough to be on the first date with that guy. Not because he asked, because let's be honest, most girls don't ask guys out. You just got to be willing to do that without looking down on me or disrespecting me. And they're not going to say it, but it's the demeanor. You know what I'm saying? That to me is a red flag.
Yeah, I just feel like as a woman, I feel like with like the traditional mindset that we have, just because it's like men are supposed to ask the women out, they're supposed to pay for this, that, and third. It's like it's supposed to be that way. But granted, now we're in modern day life. Women are like, we don't need no dick unless we fucking it. Like, you know, we're trying to get our bag, this, that, and the third. But I completely understand when because I've had friends that I've talked to and they're just like, oh, like he didn't even pay on the first day. It's like, but what did you like? Right. How did you come off as? Like, you came off as independent, I'm pretty sure. It's like, well, right. Yeah, like, I told him I'd do this. Like, I probably won't have that much time. Like, we can schedule something and go from there. But he did it, like, he wasn't trying to pay. And then I was like, so like, there's communication that needs to go on here. Like, if you're wanting to have him be the, because this is literally how it's gonna sound, wanting him to be the man, the man of the relationship, then say that. Granted, I mean, he'll probably be like, okay, that's cool, like, but you don't want to go half. Like, I don't mind it. Like, I think my last partner was the first person that I actually pursued. Like, I literally went up to him and be like, you're cute. Let's go get ice cream. Like, that's literally what I did. I literally did. Immediately. He was scared shitless because he thought I was playing with him. I was like, no, I'm dead ass serious. Like, am I ugly? Like, do you not like me? He's like, no, it's not that. It's just no female ever came up to me and just was like, let's go get ice cream. First of all, he was like, that's cute as fuck. Like, okay.
Oh, man, but it's just like after this.
I mean,
you off the whole body.
Something else. But anyways, that's not the case. That's not the case. It's not the case. I just learned if you want something.
Oh, I'm adding that sound effect in when I edit. I swear to dun, dun.
I can't. I fucking hate y'all. I'm just saying. And I think how the question was, because I know Zion asked the question, and because I've had moments where it's like, dude takes me out on a date. Okay, you're asking me out on a date. Okay, in my head, you're gonna pay for shit. That's just me. That's in my head. You paying for that because you asked me out on a date. Now, granted, if I asked you out on a date, I'm gonna pay for it. But there is men that still have that traditional mindset of like, what are you doing? Like, I'm still gonna pay for it, even though I asked you out on a date. You know what I mean? But I don't mind, like, if we're going out and we're having a date night, you want me to go half? I don't mind. That's not even gonna be the conversation because it's already going to happen. Like, we're already going half on this date as it is because we're dating. You know what I mean? Now, granted, if you want to spoil me, go ahead, baby. Bust that pussy wide open afterwards. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. You can get your half back.
Not the whole half back. Not the cash back.
Cash back. You get that 20%, baby. Not that 5. You get that 20%.
You know what? I gotta agree with you on that part, mostly because of the way I worded it. So I guess what I should have said is communication's a red flag. That's probably how I should have worded that. Because I don't have a problem with that. Again, out of all the times that I've gone on dates, there have been 2 times where the girl either paid for herself. Oh. Actually, if it wasn't like a birthday thing, it was still considered a date. But there have been only 2 times where the girl has paid for herself. There's never been a time where a woman has paid for me, and there's never been a time where a woman has asked me out. I have always done the pursuing, and that's just how it is remote. That's why dude was thrown off when you asked him, because the generality is it's just looked at as, hey, you're the man, you gotta do the asking, they're pursuing, you gotta put yourself at the risk. So I don't mind any of that. I'm not opposed to paying for the date, so I hope it didn't come off that way for anybody in the chats.
Yeah.
Oh, I know hopefully, you guys, but hopefully nobody in the chats took it that way. But if we're talking like moving with the times, I don't think that you guys shouldn't have equal. You guys should have just as many rights as anyone else. That goes without saying, not even in question. But we have to also move with that mindset. And I've learned that most people don't. You sound like an outlier, which is great, but I need you to tutor some of these women on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and like, you know,
come on, spread that
word. Spread that
class
word.
In session.
3 to 5. You know what I'm saying? 3 to 5.
Class in session. Because I mean, like, and I've like, Come on. Like, there's going to be so many opportunities, like, miss. Like, you miss 100% of the shots that you do not take, baby.
Facts.
100%. You miss 100%. And I've had that happen so many times because it's either I'm just like, oh, I'm just waiting. And I'm like, oh, no, just talk to me, this, that, and the third. And then, damn, bitch, you got a whole bitch. What you? I mean, I shouldn't call her a bitch. You're like, damn, like, damn. Bitch, you missed your opportunity. That's on you. That's on you. Like, it's like when you go into for her job interview and you're just like, I mean, not saying relationships are a job. I will say that.
Yeah,
they are a job. It's like going into a job interview and you're just sitting there like, so tell me about yourself. Like, what do you? Okay, well, thanks for coming in and wasting 20 minutes of my time.
Right.
Hope to not see you ever. You know,
we'll call you.
Right.
Number
block.
I do want to piggyback off that for a little bit. The entire dating phase of a relationship is the job interview.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Marriage is not the end goal. It is the start of the job.
Big boy, big girl job.
Yeah.
It's your promotion. It's your CEO level.
So you start making the real life.
And then when you get your employees, that's your babies. Your babies. Little babies. You pay them. You pretty
tax write-off.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Am I lying though?
He's not lying. He's not lying.
That's crazy.
He's not lying.
But okay, you got any more red flags?
No, definitely communication. That is baby. I know I suck at communication. I can say that. I can literally say I suck, but I'm working on that. I am working on that. If you tell me that, you know, it seems like we're not lining up, okay, let me fix that. Okay, let me fix that so I can get to your level. But communication is definitely a big thing for me, just because I've had so many miscommunications that I just assume. And then the shit is just, it's off. Communication, what else? I'm not a nosy person. I lied. I am nosy. I'm nosy as fuck. I'm nosy as fuck, okay? You ain't got to tell me all the bullshit. You ain't got to tell me the messy tidbits, or anything like that. I just need to make sure that, you know, I don't need to come out of my skin. I don't need to show the East Coast side because, baby, let me tell you a little something about me, all right? I'm going to come out. But I don't need to do all that. I don't need to do all that because I'm too grown for it. But if it needs to come out, just keep your exes in line. I know that I have friends that are exes because we had a mutual separation because we learned that we are better off as friends. And I have one that's a best friend of mine. And that's that. Now, other exes, that's a different story. They exes and they can go dig 32 deep.
Damn.
Fuck them.
Okay, I want to piggyback off that, but I know Shiana's been trying to talk. So, bro, hey,
go ahead.
Oh no, I was just like, okay, so that's a red flag for you. Okay, no. I personally try to stay friends with my exes, not in hopes of trying to get back with them, but just because I valued our friendship before we started dating, right? So that's my whole thing.
I think this is what I'm gonna say. Because I'm gonna go back and piggy off of you. Because I don't want to go too deep. Because he's riding a storm.
Right. My boy.
He riding a storm. Oh, so
I'm putting the counselor notes right now.
Let him cook. It's just, I just think, you know, like if you have, because obviously all of us are different. All right, we haven't dated the same people, this, that, and the third. Like everyone's different. Everyone has different relationship with their exes, whether they hate them, whether they're close to them, whether they're best friends. You know, I don't have a problem with it, but if it's a type of ex that just wants to pick, that's the thing. You know what I mean? There's an ex that just pops up out of nowhere and it's just like, bro, you never told me about this person. Oh, well, No, man. You hiding shit?
Right.
I don't need it. I will fight for you. I will fight for you, but I'm not
fighting over you. Yeah, I'm with you.
There's a difference. There's a difference. You being attacked? Yes, I'm jumping in. Squat up. Timberlands off. Let's go. Hair tied up. I'm jumping in. But if somebody is you playing nope. Mm-mm. Yeah. Unless mommy can't have no time with this too. Nope.
No, I agree with that. The red flag for me wouldn't necessarily be being friends with your exes. The way to sum that up would be depends on your boundaries. Boundaries are a red flag for me, and that's something that I want to talk to you guys about as well. Because people today, especially today, we don't have boundaries with people. We treat friends like boyfriends, girlfriends, fiancés, like, and it's cool to be close to people. Everyone wants friends. I get that. Nothing wrong with that. But there needs to be boundaries. Your ex, even your friends, at some points, there should be limits to things that you do that should be saved for your partner. We don't do enough of that. So depending on what kind of relationship you and your ex had, for starters, like if y'all got kids together, that's a different conversation as a whole. But if y'all got kids together, for this example, there's kind of no getting around that. Y'all gonna have to like at least amicably deal with each other. That's reasonable.
Oh, I'm about to go off.
Oh, bro, I don't.
Off once
yeah, he about to go real off. I feel it.
I don't want this. Oh, my ex of like a year and a half ago too. I don't care the time limit, to be honest with you. My ex of whatever is taking me out on lunch dates or dinner dates at like 10 o'clock at night. Ooh. You got a man? No. I know that sounds rude, but no, you don't.
You should be dicking me down at this time. Why are you going out with them?
Right, you need to have a special boundary between your exes and your man. There's certain shit that just needs to be sacred, and we don't have enough of that. So boundaries are the red flag for me in that case.
I feel like it's a lot of like eggshell walking as well too, or just the assumption as well. Like, it's just my friend. Like, it's just my ex. Like, we ain't doing all that.
No.
You ain't doing all that at night. Why you looking? Right. Why you looking so good like this? You don't have to see your ex.
Who does Raina do to come to the family reunion? Oh, that's just my ex.
Yeah, no, that's a flag. Like, no, I'm out.
Excuse me, bitch.
Right. that to me is a flag. Like, it's cool, y'all dated, but I look at it more as like it's not about whether or not I believe you will do it, because that always is met with a "you don't trust me" kind of response. But it's not necessarily about that. It's about how responsible. Yeah, it's a responsible level thing. Why would you put yourself in that situation? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't put yourself in the potential of something that could happen. I'm a damn good driver, but if I go 120 on the highway, am I not putting your and my life at risk? I don't care how long I've been driving. It's still dangerous. Don't do it. There's a reason that the speed limits exist.
Right.
Boundaries.
Man, fuck them boundaries. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Shia, you have any more red flags?
Red flags? I think everybody touched on pretty much everything I would have said as far as red flags. Yeah, communication is super important to me. My thing with the boundaries thing, though, is that I'm a sole believer of it's okay to fuck your friends. But at the same time, if you're in a monogamous relationship, there should be no fucking of friends when you were with a significant other.
That part's there.
So there's that. But relationships always should be a two-way street. Should always be 50-50 at least. Damn it, at least 50-50.
Right.
And just make sure that you guys are actually communicating, because that is the biggest part of having a relationship. Me and my wife do it all the time. We communicate. We have to talk it out.
Yes,
make sure that everybody is on the exact same page.
Nothing is sexier than just sitting down and just talking, just communicating.
Facts.
Just literally figuring out like what's happening. Like what do I need to do? Yeah,
right.
You know, like nothing is just, I don't know, man. Just
like I'm trying to convince my wife to get locks. You know what I'm saying? Because something about white women with locks actually kind of does something for me. So I'm trying to convince her to get locks. You know what I'm saying? So I have a hair appointment on Wednesday, so I'm trying to convince her to go ahead and get the locks.
Go ahead and lock it up. Lock it up.
Lock that shit up.
Look at that face, Killam's making. Hey, Killam, I saw that.
Look,
he said, lock that shit up.
I love women with locks and natural hair and shit like that. I love it so much. I love it. All right. Anybody else? All right. I've been sitting here quiet as fuck.
Ooh, look at him.
We finna cook.
He said,
I'm finna cook. I'm finna get ready to cook. All right. Disclaimer: judge your mama, don't judge me.
Damn.
Like Shion said, y'all mostly hit every topic, so this red flag that I have is personal for me. Y'all can agree with it if y'all want to. That's up to y'all, but this is personal for me and my experience that I with dating women. My red flag is having mommy issues, like you have issues with your mother. It's been multiple times where I've dated a woman and she had mother issues, and it, like, some type of way it reflected towards me or some other bullshit. I'm just like, no. And I'm at the point where I can't deal with them no more. So when I'm dating, like, I date with intentions. Like I'm like, I don't date just to date anymore. I'm dating to work toward a good, healthy relationship, and if it goes well, to marriage. And if you hit me with that bullshit, fuck that. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And when it comes to like having exes as friends, for some reason it doesn't work with me. It doesn't. Like my best friend said, like, he said, like, I don't know what the fuck you got in your pants, but you be making these women go crazy. And I'm just like, I don't know. I just be fucking. I use what I got, and whatever moves that I learned, I just use it. I'm sorry. But it's like, I don't know, man. It's like when I'm dating, the first thing I'm always ask is, how are you and your parents? How y'all going? How y'all doing? Y'all all right? Y'all good? As soon as they hit me with that, I don't talk about mom. She did that. Oh no, thank you. No, thank you. No. Parental issues in general, fam. Look, Lupin, I get that. I understand, but it's been multiple instances of this shit. No, fuck no. Like I said, judge your mama, not me.
He's speaking his piece, man.
I can't disagree with that, because I mean, like, even down to fucking statistics, if y'all want to get super technical with it, a good parental relationship, especially if both parents are in the home, it does make for just generally all around better future people, like just better partners. And this is somebody coming from a single parent home. Like, my mom was great, don't get me wrong, but I am not the usual, you know what I'm saying? Like, outliers exist everywhere, but for the most part, yeah, like, problems with the parents usually goes into relationships. It's a thing. So I get where you're coming from on that. Depending on how you stop talking to your parents, because there's also, again, that same outlier where some parents are just not meant to be parents, bro. It is what it is. So I mean, like, if you just had fucked up parents, that's not something I can like hold against you, as long as you're not bringing that energy to us.
Fuck. What the fuck was I about to say?
You left off with, in your experience, you your girl not talking to her mom, which it usually sounds like a compete issue, is what it sounds like. I've seen that. It is gross, bro.
I will say this. I will say this. Not on the best term with my mom, but my grandma was the one that raised me. Okay. My grandma and my dad. And I have never experienced so much love from a woman. Y'all know what I mean. I never experienced so much love from like just a motherly figure, because my mom was not it. It was more of a competition, and I never knew why. I mean, even my sister can say the same thing. I don't know why she's trying to think that we're trying to compete with her. We doing our own shit. Like, we ain't got, like, I love her from afar. Love her from afar. But with my, like, how I I'll say like how I go through relationships, those little parts come up, but I will let you know, like right then and there. Like when Killam says like, how's your relationship with your parents? Oh yeah, that's a big key. That's a big key.
Yeah.
Because if we both kind of, little, I know that I'm working on it. Are you working on it? Are you working on it? Can you give me
right? Because like when it comes to me, like I'm very family oriented. Like if I die, I'm gonna die for my mom. I'll do anything for my mom. My grandmother, my sister, my brother, my uncle, my cousins, whatever. And if I see that you like don't do that, you over here like cussing your mom out or your dad or your like whatever, like bro, this is not gonna work because like I'm very family oriented. Like, because I'm going to like when I date a woman, most times the parents fucking love me because off rip I give them the utmost respect, and I already thank them for making their daughter because they're fine as fuck. And I'm just gonna treat you how I treat my mother, off rip, no, like hands down. And with me being well spoken to, somewhat,
yeah,
because I be fucking with words.
It's fine.
We
still understand.
But they love me. Like I'm gonna have to ride my high horse on that one because parents love me.
Parents love me.
Parents love me too.
Yes,
especially the moms.
The moms always love me.
Especially the dads, because when they look at me and they already assume shit about me, right? Until I hit them with that hot shit. Because let's be like, I'm gonna say like traditional dads. Traditional dads, they like to grill, they like to fucking watch football or sports in general, and they like to talk about certain like weapons or and shit like that. Then they look at me, this little anime nerd motherfucker, skinny as shit, don't know how to do shit, and then I hit that with that. Oh, have you what you think about the Patriots game, shit like that? Or what did you think about LeBron's little moment and shit like that and all that good stuff? Like, oh, hey, I can grill that, I can cook that for you real quick if you need me to. I can wash the dishes and shit like that if I'm like in their house and I've known them a good minute at a time. And then I'd hit them like, oh shit, you need this for your car? Oh shit, maybe if you do this and this and that, and then that shit worked, they'd be like,
it's that whole bonding.
This nigga here spit. It was like, yeah, nigga, don't assume shit about me. Also, another red flag. Don't assume shit. Assuming goddamn anything about anything with me or anything that I goddamn do. Nigga, if you want to know, ask the fucking question.
Mm-hmm. Right. I'm with you on that one. I'm
like,
with you.
Damn.
Going right back to communication.
Yep.
Big on communication.
It's the big thing.
Don't assume
it's
shit.
Top of the line. It's like, how we go through life. We have to communicate. If you don't have that, shit fucked.
But
you're not gonna get far.
I mean, it's like when I say that, it's like don't assume shit and then run with it. It's like if you like, okay, when I say that, like if you assume shit and then be like, oh, I assumed you did this, like no. But if you assume, but then you ask the question, like, and then you like, oh shit, I thought wrong, but you don't say nothing about it, that's completely fine because that's to yourself. You kept that to yourself. If you communicated that you assumed this and that about a person, so you automatically do this for this person, or say, oh no, or dismiss me because you assume some shit, that's fucked up. Why would you do that? That's a hell no for me.
Because unfortunately, people judge. Like it's straight up. Yeah, people judge. Especially parents. Parents judge you off rip.
Off rip. But that's a human trait to judge people off rip. But ask questions. Just don't do certain shit without asking questions first.
Right.
We judge people to protect ourselves from the possible danger. That's the thing.
Fear of the unknown is what it was called.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And communication. Talk.
Communication. Talk.
Communication.
Yeah, I feel because at this point I feel like we live in a world now where we get judgy, but it's like at the same time it's like if you try, I feel like you won't get penalized as hard if you try. Like if you actually try to get to know me, and you get to know me and it's something that I say or do that you don't like, that's cool, that's fine, understandable. But if you just assume and it's like I assume that he's a fuck boy and he does this, and so I'm gonna leave him alone. Like see now I'm finna fucking karate chop you in the fucking neck. Not actual for real, but yeah, in my mind, I your ass real quick because what the fuck.
That happens a lot, especially. Granted, I will say this, and I'm only saying this because I think about it from a perspective. I gotta thank Fluff and Diamante for this, as much as I hate to admit it. I gotta think about it from that other perspective, because I know how I would be if my baby girl brought home somebody. You automatically going through the gauntlet. So that's why it's like, moms almost always love me. As long as I'm not coming in the house wilding out, unless that's the kind of family you in, which that usually means we're not dating anyways. But like, as long as I don't come in wilding out, the moms usually almost always love me. The dads, however, are the ones that you always have to go through the trial of proof. You know what I'm saying? You always got to go through that burden of proof for dads.
Yep.
And I hate it because, again, it's what you said. They're judging you based off of what they met about you the first 5 minutes. They're going to. And I don't have to tell anyone in this podcast this, but especially being black, and for the other two brothers in here being black men, and for Killums being black men with fucking dreads, you know what's gonna happen. Like, you know what's gonna happen, especially if you walk in the house, somebody who also happens to not be black, for example, you're getting judged. And it always happens with dads, where I have to show that, oh, you do art. Oh, you know about finance. Oh, you know about social economics. Oh, you can cook. Oh, you know how to do electronics. Oh shit, you fix cars. Then it becomes a different thing. I kind of have to showcase myself a bit.
Yeah.
And half of me hates it because they're just assuming shit. But the other half of me also kind of gets it because, like I said, if my baby girl walked in the house with a dude, like, motherfucker, who are you?
Exactly, yeah.
We gotta do something that's like, and look, I'm not saying we gotta show out, but we gotta do something severely impressive to impress a father of the not black race.
Yeah, I mean, because then I got color in my shit. Oh, I'm getting just a rip.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Like, you gotta say something or do something. Like, for me, it was music. I'm like, oh yeah, no, I'm a drummer.
Yep.
Oh, word? Okay, well then, have you heard this group? I'm like, oh yeah, I love them. That was it for the last relationship I had to deal with. But
I know the last relationship I had to deal with a father. This man here. So this was my ex-wife. Her dad he technically wasn't a bodybuilder, but he has a bodybuilder shape. Like, this man was he was stack and bald.
Strong man.
Yeah, but he used to play football, but he wanted to be a singer. So it's the fact that, like, I related with him, like, because he was your traditional, like, your strong traditional dad. And the way I, like, got him is talking about working out, talking about music, and when me and his like, he was still a little iffy about me even with those because I'm scrawny, so I'm, you know. But what I really got him was I came in that house and I cooked them a whole meal. And it was one day he was talking about how he was tired, but he needed to cut the grass. I was like, I got you. I'll cut your grass for you. That sealed the deal. That cutting the grass sealed the deal.
He's like, yep, right here.
Bro, listen, honestly,
that keeper.
What most dads, you'll be surprised. Cooking, like, I know a lot of guys cook anyways, but, like, for those of y'all who don't, learn. Please learn. Cooking.
I'm trying to get things set up. By the end of this year, I'm gonna start teach nerds how to cook streams.
Yes.
I'm playing for the end of the year.
Do that.
Cooking goes a long way. You ain't got to get Chef Ramsay with it, although that is impressive. You know how to decorate a plate. I'll get to that later because my aunt's a chef.
Hold on, I'm gonna have to jump in
right for a second. Plates.
Not only do you need to learn how to cook, the only reason I'm breaking this up because something that my brother said, and I'm just like, bro, I really want to hit you in your face because you said this shit.
Oh,
learn how to iron and wash your damn clothes.
Please.
Who don't know how to wash clothes?
The only reason I ain't really giving my brother shit is because he's 13. He's just now getting, there. But learn how to cook, learn how to fucking wash your own clothes, learn how to pick up behind yourself, and learn how to iron your own damn shit. Please.
Listen, ironing
please do.
The clothes washing is a big one for me. it blows my mind how many people don't know that you don't wash whites with your colors. You don't wash all your towels and sheets. You don't wash, like, certain colors can't go in because they bleed. Like, there's a reason that they have a softer setting for the washing machine. Like,
do they not?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. That was the end of that. But you'll be surprised how many people don't know that.
Yeah.
Do they not have this in school anymore?
Hell no.
Hell no.
They had it in our school. We learned it in middle school and high school.
They ain't having it in mine
We learned
either.
how to cook. We learned how to wash clothes.
Where'd you go to school at?
I did go to a white school.
But where at? No. But where at?
Oh, in Minnesota. Minnesota. Yeah.
Where everybody there is expected to be a housewife or husband.
That is true.
Yep.
That is true.
Yep.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah. They don't. Again, I've said this a lot.
I went to school in North Carolina, so most people who are leaving high school in the rural areas of North Carolina, you're leaving high school, guess what you're doing? You're working on mommy and daddy's farm.
They should have that for all that, because that's what we learned in middle school. Like, I was already washing my damn clothes and cooking. I mean, I already know how to cook because I was with my grandma, so I was cooking at the age of 6, and she was already teaching me how to do womanly things. But yeah, we had to pass. We had the babies. We had all of that. We even had to crack babies.
Was it a mandatory class?
No, it wasn't.
It was an elective.
It was an elective.
At least they had them as an elective, though.
Hold
because
on.
They didn't.
It wasn't mandatory for you to graduate. It was optional, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely was. It definitely was.
Yeah,
it
that
was
was
like
an
something
elective.
that I just wanted to add in there.
Mm-hmm.
But it was fun. It was an easy fucking A. But there was people that were failing. I didn't understand.
They didn't have any of those classes. In fact, the most useful class we had when I was going through middle and high school was home ec, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't worry. Actually, I'm gonna say something. Go ahead.
That was literally what it was for us. But it's just like we had I was surprised, to be honest. But even when I was I didn't go to middle school and high school when I was living on the East Coast. I went to elementary school. Okay. So I didn't really, but as of now, even with my little cousins, I see them doing the stuff there too. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. But I thought that was a whole thing. I thought that was oh no, this is great. And then they need to put taxes in there too, because why you having these babies come out here and not learning how to do taxes, man? Even some of our parents, even the older generation, still to this day don't know how to properly do taxes. I do not care about my word per minute typing test, ma'am. I need to learn my tax. Need to learn some stocks.
They're not going to teach you that because there's a lot of education in that in terms of how to teach you to be financial. Hear me out. It's to teach you how to be. That would teach people in general how to be more financially responsible. Imagine this, if you will, because again, when you get out of high school, 17, 18, for those who don't go directly to college, the first thing you got to do, get a job. Mm-hmm. You know how to fill out your taxes. You know what jobs you should be working, how to fill that out, how to get the most back, et cetera, et cetera. Mm-hmm. All of that will take money out of corporations and governments. Mm-hmm. I know that sounds conspiracy theorist kind of.
No, that's real life though. That's facts.
What they need are gears to run the machines. They're not looking to empower people except for those lucky few who run out and do it themselves. Mm-hmm. Which we need taxes, we need social economics, and we need home ec and just general life skills, because they expect all this of you when you leave high school, but they don't teach it to you once you're out there. Yeah, that's kind of what it is. That's why people are questioning the wages now, because people weren't told a lot of shit. People just it's more beneficial for them. The same reason that it's more beneficial for them to charge people in America up until recently, I don't know, $300 for fucking insulin. You know what I'm saying? It's just better for the wallets of the economy of the country than to teach you, hey, this is how you should file your taxes so you don't owe. This is how you should file your taxes so you can get these write-offs, because there's a lot of write-offs. I think the rich people do it. They lease shit out to themselves under their business names, and they sell things under their business names, and they rent shit out under their business credit cards, and they do all this under a write-off pretense that they don't get taxed for it later, or they get paid for it later. They take out insurance policies for the same reason.
The APR for a business is actually a lot lower than it is for a normal person, a civilian, basically.
Yes.
So that's why they do it as well.
Yep.
It's cheaper in the long run for them to do it through their business than it would be for them to do it personally.
Yeah, you buy a car through your own personal credit, you're gonna pay, depending on what the primary rate is, you're gonna pay anywhere between, I don't know, like 6 to 20 some odd percent. You do it through a business, you are capped in at no more than, I think, like 10 once you get an official LLC, or at least what's the other one, sole proprietor.
If you are a streamer, I've been trying to get myself prepared to do it, but if you are a streamer or any type of, if you do anything, actually if you're a normal civilian, you should do it anyway. Take $250, go to your state or your local government place, get the paperwork to make yourself an LLC.
Once you do that, by the way, you can write your bills off as tax write-offs. Your electricity is a tax write-off. Your water, if you pay for water, is a tax write-off. Your rent is a tax write-off. Anything you buy, let's say you work from home, because I know a lot of people aren't streamers, but if you work from home, anything you had to buy, a desk, a chair, whatever that is, to do that, your food is a tax write-off. All of that is a tax write-off once you make yourself an LLC. It's a bit of a pain in the ass, but it's worth it.
You can also take your paychecks and send them to yourself as a donation. Make sure that you make yourself as a nonprofit organization, like when you write your LLC out.
Yeah.
And that way you can actually send your own paychecks to yourself as a donation.
Or you can pay yourself. Yeah, you can do that. Like
too.
you count like the money going in as your business, and you can take part of that as like a personal paycheck.
So there's little tips and tricks for that. But did you guys know that the government can actually do your taxes for you? They just choose not to.
Yeah, sure do.
Yep. And they'll give you a hard time for it, but they will do them for you if you bug them enough, which is another reason why it's so hard to get a hold of them.
I ain't gonna hold y'all. Y'all
Like
speaking foreign languages to me. Like I'm just saying,
and this is why though, like it's just really fucked up, like, because we don't have, like, you can get the knowledge, you just have to look for it. Like, it's there, you just have to look for it. Or if you have people that literally are like doing taxes and like can sit down and be like, okay, so this is what we're doing, this is how we're doing it, this you can get back. This is why, like, even with like before, like, I quit my job with like the healthcare, I was doing like Bite Squad and Shipt and Uber Eats, but I set up an account that literally tracks my spending, and it'll ask me questions. Was this for work? Did you need to get gas to do your work? Did you do this for purchases for someone else? Like, it literally breaks it down and then be like, okay, well, this is how much you can get back from taxes because you got a little tax break right here. Got a little cash back. But like, literally, we just there's a lot of people out there in the world. It's just like, we just need to have someone to just sit down and be like, all right, Black community, let's get together. Let's talk about taxes. Talk about LLCs, tax breaks, refunds, all that.
Who do like H&R Block when you walk into that building, or any other tax building you walk into, they that's the same stuff that can be taught in school. They give you guys effectively like the bare minimum. I won't say the bare minimum in a way like it's cheating you, but they do the basics of what gets you your taxes back. That's how they do it. Like, unless you have something extensive or an extenuating circumstance, they do the standard for most people who get those taxes done. If they taught that in school, we wouldn't have to have that. Those people could be teachers and teach people how to financially be better. Granted, that would take money out of, like I said, this rat race that we have to live in, but it is something that I feel is needed in the education system. It would help improve tremendously.
Another thing is the legislation for having it. We could have it so that we don't have to do our own taxes. We literally once a year get a check from the government that says, hey, here's your taxes. We could literally have that. But we've got to deal with H&R Block and what's the other big one? TurboTax and the J. What's the one that starts with a J? Jackson Hewitt.
Yeah.
So all those guys, they have so much money that they can literally pay our legislation to be like, don't do this.
Yeah.
Every time that bill gets passed around, because it does pass around every 4 years, it gets passed around, but they just paying, hey, stop this. Here's money. Stop this. Stop this from going through.
Hey, I know that bill that came up. They're gonna be like, what bill? Exactly. It's a mess. But yeah, unfortunately, like people outside of like this podcast, they don't know. You'd be surprised. Like Killam said it himself 2 minutes ago. He's like, this is a foreign language to me. Because it was never told to anybody. And if you didn't go and look for it, you know what I'm saying, or like get curious enough about it yourselves, which I get it, like it's a learning curve, but that's not something that should be put on to the people as a whole if they're gonna be penalized for it. You know what I'm saying? Because the country doesn't give a shit if you know how to do your taxes. We put these laws in place. Okay, cool. If this is a law, why am I not taught this? Why are you gonna punish me for a law that I never knew was a thing? You know what I'm saying? I'm just now getting out into the world. Let me know. I'm not trying to be fucking a criminal, lawbreaker, whatever you want to label it as. But if I don't know, I'm not going to know to look for it either.
I'm just letting y'all cook. I ain't got shit to say. There's
He's
nothing.
Like,
I have no knowledge to say a damn thing.
Yep, Lupin is saying it right. In other countries, they don't even tell you. They just literally take what they need and they give you. They give you your shit and give you a receipt, basically. Like, this is what we took out, and this is why we took it out. But here's your money.
Here's your money. You get this amount back, and it's fine. No other countries don't have to worry about it. But you know, America's for sale, so.
Why these debt collectors calling me when they should be calling, I don't know, themselves, because we owe what was it? The last time I checked, it was like $3 trillion.
Yeah,
we unimaginable, non-existent number of trillion, and they have the nerve to say we. Bitch, we who? I didn't spend none of them trillions on this shit.
I didn't know we were speaking French. We
right.
we. Oh, we.
Oh, it's we now?
No. Up to right, like
now it's we. Where did I get to spend any of this like 3 trillion, however much we owe China and the other half of the world? Like when did that happen?
Right, like because let me know. Because Mama can go get herself a house and some cars, something.
Just something. Shit. You know what I'm saying?
Get myself a little LLC.
I'm just out here like, bro, one of these days I might say fucking and fly to Thailand and call it a dime. Call it a life.
I tell people all the time.
Private jet.
I ever hit the lottery or any large amount that's over 40,000, I am 100% leaving the country. I told my mom and everything. I was like, look, Mom, I love you. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'll set you a spot in the house, but like, bro, just cost of living by itself is so much better in so many other places.
No cap. All you need is $3 million. I did the math. You just need $3 million. You put one in an offshore bank account with a high interest rate, so you get all that money back.
Preferably a Swiss if you can get in it.
100%, because Swiss has the highest.
I am a gypsy, Majinja.
The other millions to put on an onshore bank account, so it could just chill, and the other $1 million you just spend on whatever the fuck you want.
I don't even need that, bro. I don't even need it. Look, bro, I could do everything I needed to do with $2 million. I can get me a house, a car, my mom a house, my brother a car, my mom a car if she wants it because she owns 2. She gets some money. But
okay, Mama,
I can do all that for my immediate family. Get me and my mom a house somewhere. Not even break the first $1 million. Not even hit $1 million for that first one.
This housing market is wild right now.
If you know what to look for, it's super easy. I just don't have the funds for it. I just don't.
It is though. You just gotta look. That's the thing. You gotta look.
I would still have enough money to milk the shit out of America's overly saturated economy for all the rich people.
That's fucking right.
I guarantee you I would. Like, bro, I would do this. I would take, exactly like you said, I would take probably like $500K of that first one, put it in an offshore account. Mm-hmm. I would take the other 500 of my first $1 million, and I would split that into 2 different things. An onshore account with CDs and another one strictly for investments. So I split the 250 right down the middle, and I wouldn't need to use the whole 250, but that would be my cushion net for both of those. That other bill that I have left over, I'd spend about $200,000, $200 to $300,000, get the houses and cars that I need, and get the fuck out of here. And I'd probably just have that house to pay for the mortgage that I'm gonna have on it. I just rent it out.
I was about to say, did you just rent out the house to pay them?
You already making money back.
It's
what's money is missing? There's none because you're making it all back.
With passive income, all I gotta do is watch the stock market. That's perfectly
and
fine.
It just keeps flowing.
Short selling.
You'll never be broke.
Never.
There's it won't even be in your vocabulary anymore. Broke what?
Yeah, exactly.
That's non-existing.
There's a dude in the Midwest who built a fucking treehouse in his backyard. I don't know if y'all saw that article. And bro is renting that bitch out as an Airbnb for the same price as his mortgage.
Mm-hmm.
And
guess what? Motherfuckers getting up in there too.
And they are renting it. He's booked up for 6 months in the future. A treehouse. Could you imagine being the dude who goes online and you're like, oh babe, look, this looks nice. How about we crash here? And you get there and you look at it and it's an honest to God fucking treehouse.
Not gonna lie, I want one of those. I really do.
Like you get to the location and bro kicks down a rope ladder for you. Like, bro, what?
These are nice. Like I even wanted like I want to have a couple properties to do that. Just have Airbnbs. One in Vegas, probably one in Texas, maybe one somewhere else, but just.
Yeah, get you
make that money.
Get you a little bit of money. And the CDs are what's really important. Like for the people who don't know, certificates of deposit is what that stands for. Mm-hmm. The CDs are what you really need. CDs, depending on which bank you go through, I would prefer a credit union if I were you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Those get guaranteed
that is best
interest. Leave them there. That is like retirement fund kind of shit. That's your own. Fuck a 401k. That is your 401k. Pay into it, let it mature. By the time you're 60 and you get a 401k anyways, I promise you that CD will be worth way more than what you can put in that 401k over 10 to 15, 20 years. I guarantee you.
You know, we were doing this today. I thought this was a get deep down in your feels podcast, not a financial. Hold up. Disclaimer, this is not financial advice.
Ooh, yes.
Disclaimer, no, yes. Disclaimer.
I am not a financial clinician of any beans. I'm just giving you my point of view. I don't want nobody going broken and coming back into my stream talking about you gave me the wrong info.
You fucked me over. That's why we have the LLC. You can't blame it on me.
Right, your own business and go mind that motherfucker. Like no.
I'm just sitting here looking pretty.
He said looking pretty. Look at that beautiful face.
There's another reason why you should start an LLC, because if somebody tried to sue you, you'd be like, nah. You see right here in my contract that it states I'm not liable for any of the bullshit that happened to you.
None of that.
You would be surprised how, and I hate to put that out there, but you would be surprised how much grimy shit you can get away with when you're a business entity.
I've seen it.
Wild.
I've seen it. I was like, bitch, you really doing this?
And you can make money from it. That's the worst part. You can also make money from that.
Yeah.
Here's the kicker. Let's say it does all go bad. This is for everybody ever notice how stores just kind of disappear after so many years? Let's say it all goes bad. You can file bankruptcy under that entity, get a bailout, and open up under a new fucking name. Under a new fucking name. And you as a person takes no hit for that. Yeah, your business as that name is trash. Why do you think Donald Trump has had 17 of them?
Speak on it.
I'm dead serious. It's not me just like trying to hate on Trump for all the people.
No, speak on that.
But that's literally what happens. They will go bankrupt, file for said bankruptcy, get a payout or a bailout from said banks, and then open up another business under a new name. That's why you can have one dude opening 6 businesses, because it doesn't affect him. It affects that business, but once that business is shut down, it doesn't matter.
Gillums, what's your next question? I see you over there just like absorbing the information.
Look, I mean, I have a question. I was gonna let y'all, like, if y'all had any questions,
Gillums, you need to, the soonest chance you get though, turn yourself into an LLC.
Yeah, do it, bro.
But this isn't financial advice.
Yeah. Also look up the fees to renew, because a lot of states, like the one I'm in right now, Washington, has a fee to, it's usually relatively cheap. It's like $30 to $50, but you will have to renew it every other year or so.
That's not bad. Because you're gonna be getting money anyways. You're gonna be like, oh,
I bet there'd be a high in Atlanta.
You'd be surprised, bro.
I think you guys is like $50. I ain't gonna cap. I did some looking. I did some looking a while ago when I was like, all right, if I move here and I start a business, how much do I have to pay to get this business growing?
That's how I looked at it too. I did a bunch of research on the shit.
So yeah, I think it's not that expensive in Atlanta. You know where it is expensive at? Fucking Florida.
I mean,
fair.
I mean,
that's fair. I don't know why, but Florida's ridiculous with them. Florida's like $130 every year.
It's all these old rich people moving there.
All retirees.
Say that, I don't know. Probably not Alabama though. It's probably not that expensive because bro, I swear every time I walk outside, there's a new business somewhere. I'm just like, bro, what the fuck?
Listen,
and I guarantee
fine.
And it's mostly
by some sort of subsidiary.
Not really, actually.
No? Are they like mom and pop businesses, or they just?
It's mostly mom and pop, and most of them are black.
Oh, yo, kudos!
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
I really love that.
But I will
we gotta get the Green Book started again. By the way, I'm just saying.
I will say there's a shit ton of breweries down here. I will say that shit. We got beer for galore down this motherfucker.
Alcohol. Listen, it is the South. I expect two things. Listen, good food and usually moonshine, but liquor. I just go with liquor.
Look, I give my music stuff like another year, and if this don't work out, falling back on my primary plan, and that's starting an ice cream business.
But locally, Alabama is a fucking retirement place. Like, it's so many damn old people here.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't see that coming.
Where I live, there's nothing but old people down here.
I can see that.
There's nothing but old people.
Southeast of North America, southeast of the USA is where everybody comes to retire. That's why I'm trying to move up north,
Georgia.
so I can. Yeah, except for Georgia, it's still expensive over there. But basically, all these people from Silicon Valley, Seattle, New York, they go up there, they spend 10, 20 years up there, they make their money, and then they move down here with all that money, and it's cheaper.
Or hide somewhere in the Midwest where there ain't shit else at. Like
for real.
All that Midwest section, like all that shit we look at when it's voting time, that's where everybody moves to because rent's $250 a month, mortgages is like $120. Motherfuckers go out there and buy land, buy houses, grab a couple animals, and
go to Wisconsin. That shit cheap as hell. Go to Wisconsin.
Look,
that shit cheap as hell.
Stay y'all asses out of Birmingham. I'm tired of the damn rent going up.
Damn. He said don't bring y'all asses
don't
over
retire here. Go somewhere else. Go to Florida.
Oop. With all the rest of the fucking crazies.
Go down here, buy 3 cartons of cigarettes, take them back up to New York and sell. You'll be alright.
Hey bro, on God, yo.
But I know we was talking about all that stuff, but I'm a kind of revert back to like a topic that we was talking about with the red flags. Instead of like red flags of other people, what are y'all one red flag of yourself?
Oh, that's easy.
I got you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I got one too.
Nah, you the guest. You go ahead.
Damn. All right. I hate that because I say that I ain't got no answer or rebuttal for that. I'm like, you're right though. All right. For me, it's stubbornness. Like dead ass stubbornness.
I felt that.
Bullheaded than a motherfucker. Now I'll own that. I will say this, not to rebuttal the fact that I am stubborn. I am stubborn within a logical reason. I said it on my stream not too long ago. Like, listen, if I know something is A and you believe something is B, I'm going to go with it's A because I know it's A. Now I am open to the fact of you showing me that it's B, but you're gonna have to show me that it's B. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Right. You're gonna have to show me that it's B. But if I know something works or if I know something is what it is, I'm going to do what I know. And it kind of makes me seem less flexible than I am, makes me seem stuck in my ways. But it depends on how big that risk is for what I got to change for. Like, if I know this works and I don't need to deviate, I'm not gonna. That's just what it is. And that does come off bad. Less so now than when I was younger. When I was younger, like, you can incline them knuckles. I ain't changing. But but now I'm a lot more flexible to it. I'm more aware of it. You know what I'm saying? I got a little bit more self-awareness in me. But stubbornness is, I would say, my red flag.
Got you. I guess I'll go ahead and go. No, you know what? No, y'all had a battle. Shion, what's yours?
So my red flag is that I'm not gonna message you back in a reasonable amount of time. That's my red flag. I'm not gonna hit you back up in a reasonable amount of time.
Shut up, Killums. Shut up.
We can be having a full-blown conversation. We could be having a full-blown deep conversation.
Yeah.
But as soon as something happens and my mind is elsewhere, I'm probably not going to hit you back up for a month.
Standard 3 to 5 business weeks.
Crazy to me.
It just doesn't.
It's just the month that really throws me off, bro. But you know what?
I'm sorry.
I can't say shit. I can't
Standard
say
3
shit.
to 5 business weeks, bro. That is not a joke.
I can't. No, don't apologize for it because I still got to.
Because like I can't
out.
Because at that point it's either I can't. At that point I don't remember why we stopped talking. So either I said something to you and you're upset, or you said something to me and I'm upset. Usually neither one of those two things have happened, and I just got distracted.
Usually.
But yeah, my red flag is I won't text you back in a reasonable amount of time. I could be like, yo, I'm going to hang out with the boys this weekend. I'll hit you up later. And I never hit you up until I see you face to face, like, hey girl, how you doing? Nah, don't talk to me.
Oh.
Why though? Because you said you won't hit me. Exactly.
We go right back around to that communication.
But my red flag is I'm working on it, but my red flag is I sometimes emotionally shut down on people, like out the fucking blue. Like out of the randomest time.
I have a question for you on that.
What's up?
Because that's a statement that gets used a lot. Call it triggered for me, if you will. When you say emotionally shut down, do you mean like you just give off a I don't care vibe, or is it one of those things where if it's not something to get emotional about, you just kind of don't let it rock your vibe? You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's a good way to put that, because that's something that I've heard from other people about me, where I come off as emotionally unavailable, where it's not the case. It's just that I don't wear my emotions like that. Like, for me, it just, if it's something to be super emotional about, something to be happy about, sure, but I'm not super big on like being emotionally bubbly about certain shit. So could you clarify when you say emotionally shut down?
Okay, so let me give you an example. So basically, in like if I'm in a relationship, it'd be like one day, or it would just be like a whole week. We talking, we chatting, having a good time. Then out of the blue, you like still like chatting and happy, and I'm just like, I don't care. Leave me alone. Like, I give off that leave me alone vibe, but I don't actually say leave me alone. And then they'd be like, are you okay? I'm just like, yeah, I'm fine. But in reality, I'm not okay. And I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk right now, type shit.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm working on it, and I'm trying to be more like responsive and trying to communicate on that a little bit better. But yeah. Because I don't only do that in relationships. I low-key do that shit with friends as well. So if it be like one day you don't hear from me for like a week or 2 or 3 fucking weeks, it's like that's low-key what happened. I just like emotionally shut down. I just don't want to be bothered.
Maybe I need to reevaluate that, because like there is times where I just don't want to be fucked with. Yeah. Like, I'm not even like necessarily in a bad mood. Just like I will focus on shit, and I don't have time to be so. That's not true. I shouldn't say that. I can make time to be social. I'm sorry, Chad, leave me alone. I just like, what I'm saying, like I weigh what's important, and for me, being social is a back burner situation. Like I can do that later. You know what I mean? So it's not like an emotional shutdown, but the way you're describing it sounds like you may be thinking about something, you're feeling a certain way for nah.
Yeah, and then it's like you can, and then there's also a clear indication with me, because I've been working on this for like all my life. I got better with it, but a clear indication of that I emotionally shut down on somebody, if you start talking to me about something that's happy and I'm getting irritated that you're talking to me.
Ooh, that's me all the way.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay. Yeah, that might be a little bit of emotional like withdrawal.
Yeah. So, red flag. Sometimes I'm not emotionally there. I should emotionally shut down on you. Or I just shut down on you in general, and you just like, what the fuck happened? What did I do?
You're just drained. You're literally just emotionally drained.
Yeah, and it's.
I would say do something similar to what I do, Killums. Like most people have a social battery. That's not something unique to me. But I would set more of a limit for your social battery and try and see how that works for you. Like you gotta be a little, like, you gotta self-evaluate a bit and be like, okay, look, I've been kind of antisocial for this long. Try to come out of it on your own, but like set a bit of a limit, like, hey, I want to be active socially, and make sure you are. That's going to be the hard part. Force yourself to somewhat be socially active from this period to this period for a couple hours, whatever you can handle, baby step it, and then kind of withdraw to see how that kind of helps out.
Give you a mental
I can
reset.
give that advice. Yeah.
Mental reset. I've learned that in therapy. Learned that in therapy. Yeah, that's pretty much similar to me. I don't know if you guys believe in like empaths or anything, but
I do.
I'm a person that definitely is. I feed a lot on. I was about to say feed a lot on spirits. That sounds psycho. I feed a lot.
Sounds demonic.
Yeah.
I want your soul.
Feast on your soul. But no. I sense, I'm very sensitive to people's emotions and their feelings, even if I don't know you and I just feel something. It's too much. It's too much. So yeah, I will definitely have a very, very high moment. And next thing you know it, 20 minutes later, I'm like, cool, that baby is cute, whatever. Anyways, fuck them kids. I'm gonna go and shoot up somebody in The Sims or something. Go fuck over a prostitute or something. But it's just, that is something that I'm learning as well too. I've had moments where I just blow up, and because I just hold it all in. I hold it all in, and there's just like that one little thing that someone will say, and I'd be like, bitch, what you talking about? I don't fucking care about that shit. You know what I mean? So
why I see you like choking somebody out in the corner? What the fuck you say to me? Like, shut the fuck up. Shut.
It's like, I don't think mine don't go that damn far. Wait.
It's just it's literally just all the emotions.
Bro, just oxygen in the back. I just wanted to know if you was hungry.
Literally.
So
literally.
To piggyback off of this conversation, I would like to know if you guys either self-diagnosed or have been diagnosed with either manic depression or bipolar.
I have been both.
Yes.
I have been diagnosed.
Both.
Well, I take that back. I wasn't diagnosed with manic depression, but yes, depression.
But I do have that.
Yeah, not manic. Yeah. It's a little mild depression.
Because sometimes
like with my PTSD too, that tend to heighten it a bit. So that kind of took me off the rails a little bit. But it's fine. It's fine.
But everybody here does know the definition of manic depression, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
That's why I backtracked. I was like, wait. Oh yeah, go ahead.
I would say explain for the people who don't know.
Yeah, so for people who don't know, manic depression can be for weeks on end you're up, and then all of a sudden for months on end you're down.
Yep.
It could be like that, or it could be the inverse. You know, months on end you're up, and then for like 3 weeks you're down, and you're way down. So I just, I feel like I do get manic depression, but it also ties into like my seasonal depression. So like my seasonal depression starts somewhere around, I want to say Thanksgiving time, so like early November, and it lasts until about February or so.
That's the blues right there.
It just
literally
lasts until about my birthday in January when I can go act a fool.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
But I will say this though, like that depression doesn't last as long or doesn't hit as hard if I get to like go see my family, for example. Because like most of my family lives in Jacksonville right now. My immediate family, the family that I fuck with. Put that out there. That's another conversation. But for that part of my family that I grew up with, which is like my mom, my 2 younger brothers, my great-great-grandfather, and like 3 cousins, we do Thanksgiving every year. And I'm used to, I'm not super big on traditions, but that's one of the ones that we did do. You know what I'm saying? That's where I learned how to cook most of my stuff, like helping mom in the kitchen, helping my aunt in the kitchen. So I don't find myself as down or down as often if I get to go see them during those times, at least once, you know what I'm saying? Either for mom's birthday or for Thanksgiving, somewhere around Christmas, because I don't really give a shit about Christmas as a whole, but if I get to go see the family for it, I'm in a much better mood for that part.
That part.
Mm-hmm.
Holidays are just and I'd rather just go on vacation with, a selected few family members or friends and just.
My wife be mad at me when I be like, I don't want to do a Christmas tree. She'd be like, but I have this really awesome black Christmas tree. We should put it up. And I'm just like,
not with the shits.
We're not putting together the Christmas tree.
She would have had me. I was like, nah, I ain't feeling it. Did you say black?
Like, hold on. Let's go decorate it. Let me get some gold and some silver on here.
All right.
I mean, they look cool as shit in the picture, but I ain't about to do it.
I feel it though. I feel that.
Maybe when we finally get like our own actual house, I'll do it. But
yeah.
I will say this though, like props to the wife for at least trying to keep the spirits up. I hope she doesn't. She never loses that. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't do it every year, props to the wife for keeping that going. Because that will help. It probably helps more than anything. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't do it.
Yeah.
Teamwork.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a job. Collection it together.
All right, so we're gonna end this off with one more question. Let's try to make this question like a little bit more like upbeat. Let's end off happy. Like y'all got a good question that we're getting off happy with.
Well, yeah. Listen, we've done red flags and everything. How about some green flags?
Okay.
What's a goal for you?
For ourselves, like, or just like green flags is just like
for finding a partner.
For finding a partner, okay. I'll start this one off. Since everybody else started off with something I haven't really started, so I think a green flag for me, like when it comes to like in the dating scene, are we just talking about like in personality wise or just in general?
Just in general, like what if you're gonna go ask someone out, like as you're getting to know them, what's something that's just like that's awesome, that's worth taking the risk to date you. That's a go for you. Doesn't have to be an end all be all, but something that is definitely like a good go that you would want to pursue this person or be pursued by said person.
All right, cool. Lightning round, lightning round. All right, here we go.
Green flag, lightning round, yeah.
First off rip. It's just me. Melanated. I love my black queens. I love them. Anyway,
Wait a minute, you good?
Oh,
change your shorts.
Melanated, locks, fro, curly hair, just like a warming like vibe, embrace. It's like when you don't even know them, but you go to them and you like speak a word, it's just like you just feel comfortable with them. Just like, come here, give me a hug. I don't know you, but give me a hug. I just want to hold you for a hot second. Come here. And then just like, and I'm trying to think. It's like
molded from the essence of the earth,
right? Oh my god! Anime, video games, just being a fucking nerd. Oh,
okay.
God. And it's acceptance. Big green flag of all time. Acceptance.
I like that.
You know what? Fuck all the other shit that I just said. Acceptance. Off rip. If you accept me for who I am, that's a green flag, and I'm going for it.
I bet. I like that.
Acceptance is a big thing. It's a huge thing.
Yeah, it's a huge thing with me because y'all know how I am. I'm weird as shit. I do a lot of crazy random ass shit, and I'd say some off the wall type bullshit too.
That's why we're here.
Oh god, bro. I would say something similar to acceptance. For me, okay, so I'm gonna give you 2 answers because you gave me both like physical stuff that you like plus personality stuff. So I'll give you 2. Physical stuff. I love someone who is active with me. I love someone I can be active with as far as physical stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got to be some Instagram model. We're not going all the way out there. We ain't got to do all that. But I like the fact that someone wants to go out and do stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to steer away from the standard tropes that is black people. I like to do black people shit, make no mistake. But I like to do other shit outside of that. And if I can do that with you, that's a green flag as far as physical stuff goes. Going out, hiking, camping, fishing. I like to do all that. Physical traits for the partner. I'm a sucker for dimples, and anybody with kinky hair, like you can be white, black, Asian, I don't give a fuck. You got the kinky hair. Y'all know which one I'm talking about. The one that almost looks Afro-ish, but it's not quite light enough to be Afro. Yeah. Like, that shit's hot, bro. That shit's hot, bro. Like, hey, it is what it is. As far as emotional green flags, I like someone that I can be goofy with, bro. I'm generally a weird, goofy person. You ain't gotta like anime. I'll convince you eventually, but you ain't gotta like anime.
Period. I'll convince you.
I need to be able to be my goofy self. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're gonna do our adult shit. That's fine. We're gonna talk our business, our finance, or whatever. You ain't gotta play video games with me, but I at least gotta be myself and be funny around. Like I like my girls to be walking cartoon characters, bro. I love to have a good laugh. Dead ass. Like
Facts.
I love to have a good laugh with my girl, bro. Like that, I will marry you. Fuck around and find out. Like, bruh.
I want to say something real quick before the easiest people to convert into anime, and I noticed this shit when because I converted some people to anime. The easiest people to convert into anime are people who love like bad girl, like the bad girls clubs and stuff like that, and the people who love fucking Law and Order and shit like that. Those are the people that are so easy to convert into anime because anime has that shit.
The mystery, the suspense, like they love all.
They love that shit.
Listen, Sakura, I'm also real busy right now. I see what you said. But yeah, like listen, bro, I love that. Like silly shit like that. Like everyone else is embarrassed about it, but I like when my girl is like weird and kind of klutzy. I think that shit's cute and funny.
I love it.
It's fucking adorable, especially if you happen to be small. Like if you happen to be one of those small people, the SMOL small people, and you happen to be one of those goofy klutzes, bro.
Short stacks are goated.
Bruh.
Goated.
Yeah.
Short stacks.
Short stack, like all my garden gnomes out there. I love y'all. Just know that.
I've realized lately that, I'm a fan of short stacks.
Yeah. But don't get me wrong. I love you tree motherfuckers too, cause I climb your ass.
The tree.
Oh yeah, it's like, hey, don't get me wrong. I don't mind I climb. I jump up and get this love. Don't play with me, like
right. I know y'all don't like me for real because I'm kind of on the short side, but goddamn it, I'll climb up there and fuck around.
Ooh.
We all the same height horizontally. It don't matter.
Exactly. Say it's not a height requirement for your legs to go in there.
Oh, right. Oh. Yeah. Those are mine. Y'all can take over from there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got the floor. Y'all can have that.
Oh, okay. All right, then. All right. I'm still stuck. I'm still stuck. Okay. Well, I guess I'll go. Acceptance is a big thing. Acceptance is a big thing. Right. As you guys already know, I'm already weird. I'm already animated as it is. But I just someone, like what Tutan said, someone like be goofy with me. Like we can be boring. I mean, we could, but I can't be boring for too long. So come on, let's go build a tree house, or let's go build a little fort, or let's go on a hike, or let's go fishing, or let's go, throw rocks at people that are eating in the park. Fucking no, just let's do shit. Not big rocks, little petals. Just
go sit in the park and let's judge some motherfuckers. Let's do that.
Right. Like I want to go to Walmart and a song come on and I start singing. I don't want you sitting there looking at me like, what the fuck? No, bitch, I want you to sing with me.
Get that shit, babe. Get it. I'm like,
exactly. Sorry.
I want to be in the car and be like, making my way to the hood, walking slow, driving fast in the car. Like I wanna be goofy.
Right.
That's just me. Like I want to be able to like experience that with my partner, and I want to, like, I'm adventurous when I'm with the right people. I can be super adventurous. I can be adventurous with myself, but with the right people, the right vibe, the right mood, I can be adventurous. So if you come home, or if you're working from home and you get off work, it's like, okay, what do you want to do? Okay, let's go for a walk. Let's go to the pet store. I love going to the pet store. We ain't gotta buy no pet. Let's go to the pet store. Look at the pets. That shit's fun to me. Shit's hilarious. Go to grocery store. Shit, let's go on a grocery store date. I don't fucking care. Let's think of something that we're gonna make a whole concoction. Let's have our own little camping in the living room. Let's do shit. Like, I'm a big ass kid. I'm a big ass kid. Me too. I'm a big ass kid at heart. I'm a big ass kid at heart. Like, I have so many different like ideas that and ideas.
She here.
What you say? I heard you say you trying to make motherfucker move to Minnesota, and that's all.
Oh, she heard it.
Oh, you did hear it. I said, y'all, you trying to make a motherfucker move to Minnesota? That's crazy.
Listen, I heard. Listen, I be peeping the shit. Okay, I be peeping the shit. But yeah, like someone that's funny, someone that's also like caring and like nurturing. Like I'm a big nurturer. Like, you don't have to be like similar, but just understand that there's gonna be times that I am gonna be like super down. Like, I just want the comfort. The comfort. You don't have to go all out and be like, what do you need? Like, I can do just like, even like holding my hand is fine. Or like rubbing my shoulders. Or just sitting there and giving me weird ass, stupid ass dad jokes. Something. Like, dad
jokes are goated.
Listen. Give me some good dad jokes. It's
I say, if I'm
we're
down,
in it for the long run. Like, I just, and then like with feature wise, it's more of like I don't really have like a specific like feature type, because I've dated different variety of people. Short, tall, black, white, purple.
Right.
Pink. Olive. Like, I've just dated a variety. It's just more so of like, when I see this probably is gonna sound super corny, but if you guys have ever seen She's All That, and when she transforms and walks down the stairs and he's like,
"Ew,
kiss me," if I have that moment that I'm seeing someone and I'm like, oh yeah, this I think I like you like me. You want to go get ice cream, or you go to Walmart and get graphic tees, because we could do that.
She turned into a whole ass toddler.
Like, we could do that for real. Like, I like you. Like, it's I don't know, man.
No, that's cute shit though. You know what I'm saying?
Just let me be. And this is me. Like, I'll do the baby voice and say, this is so fucking cute to me. And I love it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is too cute. Like, just let me be me, bro. If you can do that, then
just don't do it while during. It'll be all right.
Please, yeah. Look.
I do not do that.
Okay.
There's a whole different side of that, okay?
Oh, okay,
cool.
Different side. So I was like, listen, baby voice during that's gonna be a whole lot of like.
Yeah, I don't do the mommy baby thing. No.
But yeah, no, like simple dates like that are definitely goated. Like Sakura was saying earlier, dude, go to Walmart and just be silly, or Kill him saying another day. Like, bitch, grab that other mannequin and get out here in the aisle with me. Like, come on, like. We get kicked out together.
I was just about to say, yo, I'm trying to get kicked out together.
Right. We supposed to be a team. I leave, you leave.
I'm gonna run around and do shit. Like, you go over there, play hide and seek or some shit. Like, the fuck? Play tag. The fuck?
They'll forgive us, spend $20. They'll be all right.
Kagome! Do that
not
shit.
Red flag baby voice. That's crazy.
Red flag baby voice. What? Look, you know
Listen,
what?
if something super cute, like even see a little puppy, and I'm like, oh my god, like what? Look at your face. Look at your little paws. Like, why?
I enjoy it. Just be ready for me to like poke in your forehead just because you're doing a baby voice.
That's fine.
You're getting a forehead boop. Like,
look,
you know
I'm gonna hit you with that Itachi real quick if you do that shit and let it sit there. Like, keep going.
Like, I've had exes, and I'm like, your cheeks are so fucking.
I gotta get the
it's
cheeks.
so cute. I just want to bite your cheeks off.
Just
aggressive.
Don't pinch your cheeks. Goddamn it.
I love your cheeks. I just want to bite it and then hit it. Which one?
I do.
Both of them.
I'm not a fan of the cheek pinch thing though. Like,
yeah, don't pinch my cheeks.
I've been trying.
Ow.
Pinch my cheek.
Oh.
Touch my cheeks, damn it. Only thing should be on my. The only cheeks that should be on my face. Oh, the only thing that should be on my cheeks is lips. Mm-hmm. Which ones? Mm-hmm. Whichever one you want to put there.
You decide.
You decide. Your pick.
My man said the choice is yours.
Because if it's the downstairs lips, just get ready for the.
Oh.
He said la 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 la.
Actually, no, for both lips.
Also heard.
Zion's face, bro.
You come over and give me a kiss.
It's the deep tongue for me. That's crazy.
Wait, bro. It's the French kiss for me. Like
tongue wrestling this bitch.
He said I'm making out. What you talk about?
Right.
That's that weird shit I do to my wife sometimes. I'd be like,
That's crazy.
Listen, I'm kind of jealous you got that though, bro.
You know what? Shit.
Oh yeah, no.
I used to lick my ex's face for no reason.
See, I hate that shit, bro.
That shit's hilarious.
God.
And he'd be like, "What the fuck is your problem?" Like, I love you.
My ex used to do that shit. Only reason I never got mad at her is because she would stay stealing my shirts.
Oh,
and listen, hear me out. Hear me out. Look, if you gonna walk around the house and nothing but a shirt, and you gonna leave your bubble imprint out there, it's catching some fingerprints. I'm just saying. So I couldn't. It's catching fingerprints, bro.
I am an advocate of just randomly slapping the cheeks randomly. It doesn't matter where we at, what you doing, what you got on. I'm slapping ass for no reason. Why? Because I'm an ass man. I like to watch it jiggle.
I will summon the powers of Olympus into my left hand.
The power of Kratos coming out this book.
That's crazy.
No, but when like usually with my if my girlfriend like lick my face, I get my lick back. Like and it's 10 times
one
worse.
way or another.
Yeah, like she licked my face. Like I bet, remember that, and then I'm gonna go lick your shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I bet you won't do it no more.
Oh, right. Why you can do that down now. You ain't got to do it on my face. I'm not giving you all the sloppy top on my face. I'm just.
I'm gonna make a lick. See, if it's a lick like no. See, here's the reason why I did that, because the ex that I had that did that shit, she used to my shit. Like full tone lick my shit. That's why I said that. But if it's like a little baby, like that, that's fine. You can do that all you want to. I'm not gonna retaliate.
Unless I'm highly intoxicated, then I might just
see. That's different because you're intoxicated, and I understand. Because 9 out of 10, I'm intoxicated too, and then shit's gonna get nasty.
But you just said this a spicy chat.
Mine.
Literally, it's like, hey, come here.
Yeah, my ex used to do the quick ones, or she would have this thing where she would bite me. Not hard, but it was still, she would just bite me. I'd be like drawing or something, and she would come over my shoulder and just the fuck
bite. I'm an advocate biter too. So if we can bite each other, I'm here for it.
It was cute though. But like I said, I got my lick back one way or the other. So I couldn't be mad at her for it.
They just rest their chin on your shoulder and just look at you just like, what you about? What the fuck? Yeah, I knew it was coming, but I didn't react fast enough. All right, Shannon. Green flags.
Green flags. Personality wise, gotta be a super nerd. Gotta be able to keep up with my personality, because as y'all can tell, when I'm not just sitting here and listening quietly, I'm kind of fucking wild over here. So if you can keep up with me,
that part.
Mentally and emotionally, I think we'll get along pretty well. As far as physical attributes, I ain't gonna cap. If we had a rave and I could stick my hands on your hips and be comfortable, I think we're good.
I'm with it. I'm with it.
Okay.
Yeah. You ain't gotta be
from the front. I think we'd be good.
Yeah, like you ain't gotta be a supermodel, but you know what I'm saying? That's why I like active girls. Again, I know that sounds kind of judgmental, but it's not.
No, it's your preference. It's what you like.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's because I like to go out and do shit. So I need you to be able to go out and do shit with your boy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Be adaptive. Be very flexible. And also know what you want.
True.
Know what you want. Or at least be on the way to knowing what you want.
Fair. Yeah, have an idea. Because we don't get a play-by-play for life. So I can understand you don't have it pinpointed, but like at least have an idea. Because again, adaptability is kind of key. I can work with, hey, I want to go and take this career path, or I want to be housewife, or I want to be whatever, you know what I'm saying? If I go, okay, that's what you looking for, I can either work with that or nope out. but at least have an idea.
Yeah, be okay with my wife, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to have more than one, you know what I'm saying? So I can take care of y'all while y'all take care of me, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to wake up in the morning, I'm trying to make all 4 of y'all breakfast, have y'all lunches ready, send you on the way, stay home, do the laundry, do grocery shopping, all that shit, you know what I'm saying?
Tip my beanie to you for that one, sir, because look, I'm gonna tell you right now, I am way too lazy to have more than one woman at a time.
Facts.
Look, in a committed relationship, anyways. But yeah, like nah, like that's just too much. It's too much for me. But like, listen, bro, if you feel like you can pull that off and you're okay with it, I say go for it.
I think the most I can do is 2. I don't know about 4.
I'm trying to have dinner ready for y'all when y'all get home. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have your girl talk. I'm just out here like,
W girl talk.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. Y'all want to do the outro? Anybody? Either one of y'all? Anybody want to do the outro?
I don't think I know your outro, so I'm gonna let y'all take that.
We really don't have.
Well, guys.
No, go ahead, Kay. You got it. Next week I'm gonna have one of y'all do the intro. Fuck me.
All right, y'all. It has been a pleasure. Thank you again, Tutan, for coming out, vibing out with us, answering our questions, hanging out, getting saucy and whatnots. We definitely appreciate it. You guys, again, this is the TUS Podcast with Kilims, Zion, Studios K, with our special first guest, Tutan. Thank you so much for coming out with us, you guys. And we will I can't talk. We will be back again next week. We will have a special guest next week for Women's Month.
Yep.
So
flyer will be out sometime Wednesday.
Yes. So keep a lookout for that. And then also too, you guys, make sure you follow us on all of our social media. We have the little thingy things popping up. So follow us. And also to follow the TUS Podcast. And do we have a channel now on
We
Twitch?
do have a channel, but I'm still working on it. I will tweet it out when it's completely ready so people can start following it.
Cool. Well, just follow the TUS Podcast on YouTube. We already have our introduction video up there, so feel free to give us a watch, like, comment, subscribe, and we love you guys. Again, thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you guys next week. Bye.
Deuces.